Hello guys, me Elfnet Gaming. And in this video, this is a video that I never ever thought that I would be making. Now, when my normal sit down and talk to you videos, there's usually my channel art. Well, I changed that to the image you're seeing now. This image, the reason I took this picture, go back, before I get into what I'm going to talk about. The reason I took this picture is because the location kind of has a sentimental value to me, and it has to do with kind of what happened with the person that was involved in what I'm going to get into in a minute. So, well, I might as well get to that. Um, there is no script. I'm shooting by the hip with this, just like I do with many of my other ones. So there's going to be a lot of ums and ohs and coughs because I'm trying to compose myself. I also have horrible allergies here, and I feel like I'm getting sick again. Okay, so it all comes tumbling down, right? Anyway, damn it. So always when I want to do this, it sacks up. Anyway, if some of you may know that follow my Steam group, you know what has happened um, within my immediate family, my close family. Okay, my niece, age 18, was killed Friday night in a home invasion in East Texas. Okay. Now, this is a little girl. I call her a little girl. She's always been this little girl to me. She's actually grown up right before I knew it, since I actually moved back here. Senseless act, right? Senseless. Why? She had her whole life ahead of her. Very smart, a very caring person, very smart person. Um, yeah, I practically raised her when she was younger. Then I moved away to pursue my career and school and things like that. Came back. She's still here. My mother. Well, my mother passed away. I wasn't really in a position to take care of her because I was always working. I was always gone. So she was adopted by some good friends of the family. Oh, and they live right over in Texas. You know, I kind of grew up with them living across the street from me. They're good people. They really are. They didn't deserve any of this, and they did the best they could with her. I mean, I don't know if I could have done any better, but that's not neither here nor there. But they did a good job with her. I wish I could have seen a little more of her, but they lived over there. They had their lives, I had mine. It's just kind of hard to for that. But anyway, I still can't wrap my head around this, how that this has actually happened. It all seems like some Twilight Zone shit to me. And I'm not going to go into what's going to happen as far as finding the suspects. I honestly don't believe the cops are even looking. But then again, I don't live over there. I don't know. Um, so, so yeah, I mean, why is this okay? Anyway, where do I go from here? I'm going to tell you something, guys, everybody. My channel isn't going anywhere, okay? My server I'm hosting for you guys to play with your trains on, so you're not actually out there in the real world doing it, getting hurt. It's not going to go anywhere. My channel's not going to go anywhere. Okay, excuse me. I'm not going to roll up in a ball of depression and fade away because I know that's not what my niece would want. That's not what her mother would want. Now, her mother passed away in 2006. My mother went, 2014, 13, 14, November. My mother, which was my niece's grandma. So, needless to say, they're all together now, and I'm left stuck here. But I will ride my time out naturally. Okay, I'm not the kind of person that's gonna go and take my own life or any of that. Okay, yes, this sucks, but I'm pretty good at dealing with loss. I've lost my grandmother, my grandfather, my mother, my sister. I've lost a fiance in the past. I've, you know, I've gotten pretty thick-skinned at dealing with it. Yes, it does suck. And the reason this really sucks now is because she was so young. She was a very pretty girl, very smart, like I said. And back to the picture that you see. When she was really young, like still a little kid, when her mom was still alive, I took her to this spot because she always heard the train in the distance, but she had never actually seen one. Now remember, she's a little kid. She'd been out of the house, but in a car, you don't, going here and there across town. She had never actually seen one. I think she was about 8 or 9 years old. I took her down here, and we waited. I had the radio listening, and I told her, I heard the call. I said, he's coming, he's coming. Same place that I take the videos I do now. When I took this picture. And her face, when she saw it, she was amazed at how big it was, how loud it was. And all she could do was jump up and down and wave. And I remember the engineer, the conductor, he was going south, opened the window and stuck both his hands out and waved at her. And she was so happy. And she talked about it, for a while. She and that's why I changed the picture. She wasn't like a rail fan or anything like that. She just thought it was really cool. And that was one of those little experiences with family members that you grow up around and take care of, that you could share. She grew up, but she still remembered. Anyway, apologies for all the voice cracking and all that. I'm sorry. It's not very quote unquote professional, right? Anyway, she was adopted by really good friends of ours. And I couldn't see her being anywhere else, to be honest. I know I couldn't see her as much as I would like, because in all honesty, when she was growing up, from little older, I was here. She was like another daughter to me. I already have 2 daughters. She was like my first daughter because she was born before my actual 2 were born. I mean, her dad wasn't around much. I know he's probably, he's not the best of parents, but he did love his daughter. I could tell he did. He probably wasn't the most responsible person, in and out of trouble, things like that. Just dealt a bad hand in life. But he did love his daughter. I will give him that. He did love her. He messed up here and there, but, you know, parenthood is a learning experience. I've messed up too. I'm sure my mom and dad have as well. I never thought that I would be making this type of video or even going through this. I always thought that I would go before she would. And for the record, technically she's the only family I had left on my mom's side after my mom passed. The only family that I actually have now is my dad. Which I would really like to spend more time with. As people get old, you know, they don't live forever. None of us live forever, right? Anyway, I'm going to quit video here in a minute. The Guardians family over there have set up a GoFundMe to help fund the funeral arrangements and yada yada yada. I will link that below. There I do have the web page pulled up. Where is it? Oh, what is going on? Why is this not working? Oh, that's that. Sorry, that was my Serenity thing. What is this? Oh, computers. You love them and you hate them. Here, I'll put this link below, but that, from what I got, that's a pretty recent picture of her. It's not the best, but she's definitely grown up from the little girl that I remember. And they have a 10K goal here. In all reality, I was thinking that my mother had arrangements set up for me and my sister and then her after she was born. But I can't find any of that information. If I could, it would save a lot of time and a lot of money. But I really can't find it. I've looked everywhere for it. But anyway, if anyone feels inclined to help here, please feel free to. You know, it's your dollar. Whether it be $1, $10, $100, whatever. I guess anything would help at this point. The news article, along with this link and some other stuff, will be in the description. If any of you feel you want to support my channel to help in that way, not towards the funeral arrangements, but, you know, the other way, same as, you know, that's always welcome as well. You know, if I get enough money for that, I'll just end up donating it to this anyway, so it all depends. I would rather you guys donate straight to this GoFundMe than to me to donate to theirs, so that's how I feel about that. But if you do want to donate in regards of supporting the channel and the servers and things like that, then yeah, you know what, you guys know what to do there, so. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go and try to figure out, finish wrapping my head around this. I may be on later, but know one thing. Excuse me. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here. The only thing that I ask is that if I'm short or short-tempered on games or whatever, just overlook it. Okay, there's a reason. Just overlook it. Don't pay any attention to it. I do appreciate every one of you. Every subscriber, every member of my little Steam community. I appreciate every one of you because especially my Steam community people on these games. Like last night, I got on my server and I was feeling really bad. It was bad, and I got on. Actually, I got on Matt's server. I didn't go to mine, and it never fails. You guys always find a way to make me smile, to make me laugh, to get me in a better mood sometimes. I could have the shittiest day, and I come on there, and it's always something you guys are doing that's silly, and it helps. It helps a lot. And I do appreciate every one of you. The comments, the nice comments you leave, and the videos and messages you send, and I read everything. Okay, I don't just, oh, there are comments and not read them. I do read them. And I do thank you guys for being there. You know, even though some of you are thousands of miles away on the other side of the planet, thank you. I do thank you. You are appreciated. Anyway, I am working on some Gmod train videos. Doing some different stuff with them on this new season. And I'm going to try to get some more real video out for you and all that stuff. Some more goofy stuff, some more streams, different games. Yes, Spark, I will play Husk some more. I just haven't done it because I've been kind of tied up with other stuff. I will do it, I promise. You'll get another Husk video out of me very, very soon, okay? And some other ones. I have Empryon and things like that I want to get started on a series with, that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. I'm not going anywhere. Just going through a pretty rough time right now. And like I said, if you want to support us, there's the GoFundMe page for that. If you want to, support that, or if you've been a long time person already here and you don't know how to support the channel or the server, there will be a link to that also. But I want to make it clear, if you're wanting to support the funeral arrangements, do not donate to me directly. Donate to the GoFundMe link that is in the description. Okay, that's all I ask there. So, anyways, I'm Elf with Elfnet Gaming. And I will definitely see you guys either on the server or in the next video.